All right. So this weekend, well, it is the weekend, but for this week's show, the evidence that I am reviewing, I know we talked about this, Chris and I talked about this at the end of some shows ago, about what we were going to do about our most recent investigations. And if we were just going to kind of like, see you later, we'll come back to that at another time, or were we just going to like finish it out? And we said, we're just free flowing creatures, basically. Do what you want to do. Like whatever speaks to you, go to that. Well, finishing up that shit spoke to me. So
nice.
I had a nice long car ride over the Thanksgiving weekend. So I was able to get a lot done, and I was able to review all 4 locations.
Wow. Oh boy.
Well, it helped that I don't think I had a whole lot to review because I had cameras fucking dying left and right on me. All 4 locations I finished reviewing. So I'm super psyched about that. So everything moving forward will be from the year 2000. But 2025 is done. I did it. So first thing,
congratulations.
Thank you. I was very proud of myself. And I only finished this morning as well. So
I started on one of the cases that we were working on, and their EVPs that are coming through, but they're so low, and I was so bored. That's actually why I went to do the Waverly one. I was like, man, fuck this. I want to review some evidence, but I want it to be good at the same time. So I gave it up.
You might have told on yourself just now because you said Waverly. But last week's episode was the Myrtle. So I don't know if you're foretelling what we will see in the future. I think we're done with Waverly.
I did go to Waverly because I was like, I have pictures that aren't on YouTube. And I'm like, why don't I just do the pictures? And I mean, I do have pictures to show, but it's not enough to make up a whole episode. So down the road, you'll get some more.
I don't know. I'm all for a photography section episode because there's older cases, guys, that we won't necessarily touch on because we've completely reviewed them. They're out on our YouTube channel. Maybe they're very old. They're like legit from 2000 or 2010. And so we won't touch on them as much, but we have some, the samurai ghost. He's out there, and you guys got to see him at some point. So I vote that if you ever have photos that you just want to share, we just go back and share all our best photos.
Yeah, okay. Well,
stuff that maybe we wouldn't touch on because we're not going to review the whole case again.
Yeah.
But they're superb pieces of evidence. So first things first. As far as photos go, I really only used my full spectrum camera and my cell phone, and not a single photo. I didn't get anything. Look, that full spectrum has only come through like 2 times in its life of existence. So I'm not surprised that over these 4 locations, not a single photo was interesting.
It hurts.
But that means that for the USS North Carolina, where all I had was video and the photos, I got nothing. I got nothing else to report. And what we reviewed episodes ago on the USS North Carolina was mostly just meters going off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, guys, it's not haunted.
No, I disagree. I think the USS North Carolina, that there was so much, USS Battleship North Carolina. There's so many words there, and I always put them in the wrong spot.
Just USS North Carolina, I think.
I just think that we won't be able to do an actual investigation there because, like I said, it's just you and I really felt like the place needs energy in order for it to become active. And you can't investigate with 100 other people running around doing their things. I mean, unless you have specified groups with you that understand you're going to be on one side, they're going to be on the other side, or this or that time frames. And that's a lot to organize. I don't have that kind of patience. So
Yeah, well, neither does the people that led the
Right.
investigation because they just, when it was free time, it was free time, and people
Yeah.
just were everywhere. So any kind of possible EVP, you had to throw it out because
So much going on.
there's just so much noise going on there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did watch a little more video on that, and I did not find anything else interesting. I am joking about saying that it's not haunted. I actually have a list of places that I've been to, or Chris and I have been to, that are supposed to be notoriously haunted.
Yep.
That we never had any activity go on. These weren't full investigations where we were pulling out all the bells and whistles either. But, just so you know, I got a list. So we were
Break it on down.
Yeah. The Bright Angel Lodge, that is in Grand Canyon National Park. Chris and I both slept there, and it's supposed to be haunted. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing in my photos. Fort Point in San Francisco. It's a military fort right underneath the bridge. I have photos. Nothing happened, or nothing's in the photos. Grafton Ghost Town, that's in Utah. I have photos. Nothing. Mackey Mansion, if I'm saying that right, in Virginia City. Love it. Beautiful. You can rent it out for investigations. We ever make it back there, we will definitely do that. I do think it's haunted. We did a day tour. There was nothing in the photos.
I think I got an EVP there.
I wondered if you did, because it was just me and you on that tour and nobody else in the house except for the tour guide. And I feel like we did push for a little bit more. But personally, I don't have anything. But that's a revisit for sure. We will definitely get back to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Medfield State Hospital. You can't investigate the buildings. They're all boarded up. But in my photos, nothing. We did do a spirit box. And Chris was getting voices. So that kind of counts, right?
Yeah, lunch lady or cafeteria. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
That's like a scream or something.
Yeah, I thought that there was.
Yeah. Elmwood Cemetery in Memphis, Tennessee. Photos, nothing. Alcatraz, twice. Day tour and night tour. Photos only, because there were 100 other people there. Nothing in the photos. St. Louis Cemetery #1 in New Orleans. Daytime, no photos. I mean, photos, but nothing in them. The Dauphine New Orleans Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed the night there. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing was in our photos.
Yeah.
Hotel Provincial. That's also in New Orleans. I slept there with my sister and niece. I did not really do a whole lot else. I took some photos. There's nothing in them. Nothing crazy happened. Keep going. Hotel Monte Vista, which Ghost Adventures investigated all by themselves and thought it was crazy activity. But if you go there and you don't have the money to rent the whole thing out, the bar is fucking hopping for so late in the night. I can't imagine that you can fucking get anything out of that place. I did photos only, and not a single thing was in them. Hotel St. Michael's in Prescott, Arizona. Photos only. You and I both stayed there. Yeah. Nothing crazy happened. Yuma Prison.
I almost died.
I think that might have been mead related.
It was mead related. Blueberry mead. No.
Mead, period. But the little snacks that they had were good. Yeah. Yuma Prison did photos. Nothing. Stanley Hotel took a tour, took photos. Nothing happened. However, I mean, this is nothing. But when I was taking my photos, my camera will tell you like face detected. And I was facing away from the whole group of people on the tour, and it said face detected. And I was like, ooh, but there was a window.
Oh.
There was a window. So I think maybe reflection. And then, let me skip that one because it's going to be hard to pronounce. The Pennhurst. You and I did a day tour of that with our spouses, photos. Yeah. I don't have anything in them.
No.
And then the Castillo de San Marcos. I think I'm saying that all right. It is in St. Augustine. It's a fort. And I
Oh,
took
yeah.
photos and
Yeah.
audio and down in like this really like
Mhm.
room that you wouldn't pick up other people's voices because you have to like crawl through a hole to get into this little like secret room. And me and my oldest were in there and we did audio and nothing.
Hmm.
So none of those places are haunted either, apparently.
Done. Well, we don't have to go revisit any of them. That's for sure.
No, except for what's the one? I said the Mackey Mansion. Let's go back there.
Oh yeah, I would love to just spend more time at Virginia City. And the Mackey Mansion would be an awesome place to lock down.
Yeah. Virginia City is like magical in my mind. Like
It really
everything's
is.
haunted and it's just got an energy about it. But like I'd totally go to Pennhurst. I'd go to that fort again. I want to go to Stanley Hotel. All of these. I do believe that there's activity. And I would totally revisit them, but we didn't get to fully investigate them. And that's kind of how it was with the USS North Carolina, is that we didn't get to truly investigate, but we got a little taste of it. I do think that there is some vibes going on there that are worth looking into another time.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like I said before, like I'm 2 hours away from that area. I could maybe warm up to them if I go down there once a month or something and just hop on that ship and just kind of, I don't know, wander around for a little bit and be like, remember me, bitches? Like, you didn't want to talk to me before. You're going to have to get used to me. I'm coming back, maybe do a little bit of that.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah. And you can rent the whole thing out, in which Chris and I talked about, like if we were by ourselves, I think it'd be like too much. But if we got some friends, I'm talking to you guys, anybody that wants to be our friends, just a few friends, don't overcrowd it. I think we could, do better next time.
Yeah. I mean, for as many things that people have found or like TV shows that have lucked out with, like we never seem to run into those things. Like we don't ever get to watch a door being opened or being slammed. That always happens. And it apparently happens on the ship.
Oh, yes. We did see a door open at the Villisca Axe Murder House. And also the energy that we felt there, we have heard repeated by other people that have visited the house on TV. Like when Amy Bruni and Adam Berry went there, they had the same vibe feeling as us. The Project Fear kids, they did too. I think even Amy's crypt, like that place haunted them. So that's the only place that has like lived up to its reputation from what you see on TV to when you go and investigate.
Yeah.
That and maybe actually Waverly a little bit.
Yeah.
Waverly's very creepy.
It is.
And I think if we were, that was a public tour because that was in the beginning days. I think if we were more alone, I'd shit my pants. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah, the things that happened there were so loud at times, and like, why would that be happening? What is going on? And then I put a recorder in a closet and I got voices in there and I'm like, dude, no. Why did I even do that? And I'll never do that again. I'm all set with the leaving the recorder in the closet thing. Like that fucking creeps me out.
I think I'm all set with Waverly. I don't think I want to ever go back there, but I would. I had to do anything, but I'm a big sucker for ghosts. But okay, so as far as the other locations, and if you guys don't remember, after we did the boat, it was the Bellamy Mansion, and then after that, a couple weeks later, it was the Acadia Ranch in Oracle, Arizona, and the Copper Queen Hotel. So, in our last show, Chris, and in every show, Chris is so organized with her notes and stuff. She's got times. I made these clips over the last week or so, and we're going to be watching them together almost for the first time. I'm sure as soon as I see it, I'll remember why I clipped it, but just bear with me. We're just going to be going at it here. All right. Going to share the screen. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think a lot of these are pretty short. So maybe just gonna let them play. I think I can. Oh yeah, this is 35 seconds. So let's just see what's happening here.
Is there.
Don't talk. Yeah, I hear
There.
that. Don't talk.
Yeah, it's very like, like clicky or whatever. But I have heard that a million times with EVPs too. So I can't say it's a noise that we're making with moving around because I've heard this type of voice before.
Is that in the kitchen or the dining room area?
This
It's
is
the
in the
kitchen?
kitchen. Okay, so to set the scene, when we first got there, I was letting something finish charging on my video camera. So we've been in the house for about an hour. Now we're about to go up to the first floor / second floor from the basement from where the kitchen's at. And Chris is in the hallway getting her camera together. And so I'm just walking around with my camcorder, kind of telling it everything that just happened. And so, yes, this is me going into the kitchen. And I think I was just talking about how we were in there before and nothing really happened.
Anything that you'd like to say to us?
Huh.
And then I'm pretty certain there's another one.
I don't have any of the meters out.
Ooh, that's a weird.
I don't know why the fuck it would be saying that. And maybe I'm hearing it wrong too. Maybe it's not don't yield. Maybe I don't know exactly what it's saying. Cause you're hearing these sounds and they're faint. And so you're just trying to think like, what is that word? When it's not super loud.
Mhm.
And I don't know what the times were like then. So I don't know what kind of phrases they might have been using, but that's the best I could make out.
Almost like don't hold back, don't yield. Like, was that voice? And when I first heard it, it sounded like it was a male's voice too. It sounded masculine, which I felt like we were getting a lot of female energy, right? Upstairs anyways. And even on this floor with the whisper. Oh, shoot, Wendy.
What?
I meant to make a note of something. I can't remember what case I was well, this is going to give something else away, but I got to tell you something I totally forgot about. So you know how we're here and you have an issue with your ear?
Yeah.
It kind of goes out. That happened at another one of our locations because I'm filming you and you said, man, I had this is so weird. I just had this weird thing happen to my ear.
This doesn't seem to happen all the time to me, just so you know.
No, I wouldn't have even thought a thing about it had it not happened to you here. And then you hear a voice like on the same side. So I almost feel like it's like your third eye opening up, only it happens in the ear form. Like it's opening up your sense to be available to spirit communication. So it's another location that we were at that happened at. So I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to tell you where it was.
Secrets. Wonder if it's Waverly. No,
it's not. That would not have been.
I don't
awesome,
think
though.
so. Or you would have just said that. But and so I don't think anything else happens here
anymore.
Okay, let's hear the don't talk just one more time to see if it's the same male voice.
Is there.
I mean, I think it could be male-like, yeah. But it's a little too clicky.
It is very clicky. Because he's kind of like whispering, don't talk.
Yeah. So let's see. What if I had something really embarrassing on my Google? Hold on. Now we're on the first floor, second floor, the main living floor. And we had just started doing tarot cards. So that's to set the scene. We've been on the floor for like 30 minutes.
Why don't you just pick a card, any card that you feel like.
I don't know why I thought that was going to work. Pick a card.
Well, you have the jumpers. So it's the same kind of idea. That's the ghost tube. How long is this? Okay. Oh, 2 minutes?
How do you feel about Angela?
I don't even remember that.
That's also a name.
Oh, really? Yeah, we got Angela and Eric, but neither one of the, well, we got something upstairs too, Julia.
Julia, yeah.
But none of those names match with the family or their servants / in slaves. I say / because
Prayers.
the house existed after the Civil War.
Let's see what the cards say maybe about Angela. Maybe it's a girl. All right, so I'm gonna pull a card. How do you feel about this card right here? This is the one we're gonna go with for you. And what do we have?
You know what?
Let me look this up. Like cheat codes.
The Hermit.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, guys. There's no EVP here. But I love the fact that you drew this hermit card.
Yeah, in that room. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the main stories of the house is that, or what the people that manage the house now, that run the mansion, museum and whatnot, believe is that Ellen Bellamy is the main spirit there. And later in her life, she was very hermit-like because she was disabled and she just kind of locked herself up in the house, you know? And so I thought it was impressive that you pulled that card, but I'm pretty confident that there's no EVP here. I just wanted to show that you pulled that card and, you know, just all our cool ghost hunting techniques.
That's legit because like the cards actually read the room in that case. Like, yeah, the hermit, this is card. Okay.
And she wasn't super interested in talking to us. You go on to explain like what that means card wise and everything. But you guys can watch the full thing on our YouTube channel. And then we make it up to the children's floor. You can answer with the app on the phone or you can answer with the dowsing rods. Do you like us visiting?
Can I, for just a second? So this is, my camera craps out. It doesn't work. Remember, like I don't have any footage off of that camera. I only have the footage off of my phone.
Right.
So it's
doing
amazing.
Live.
Yeah. I love that you're looking at it right there. Well, I can see that it's on.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't crazy.
Filming our feet, but hey, it's still some audio from. So yeah, we're doing the live. Chris is holding that and a camera because, you know, we're one-man band here. And I'm on the floor. That's my foot. And well, I know you're seeing 2 feet, but anyways, I'm doing dowsing rods and I was trying to have my camera film that, but it was not high enough. So, but I believe there's some EVPs in here. I'm certain I didn't just clip this because, okay. So I can kind of skip a little bit.
That's one of the names. Julia is one of the names.
It's not one of the names.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's loud. So
that is loud.
Is that you saying something? I don't know. And you know what? I could have went to the live to try to match it up.
I was going to say.
I did that with the Copper Queen to check things. Maybe even with the ranch. But I just don't know what you would have been saying. Like, so maybe I need to double check that one with our live video, but because it is pretty loud. It doesn't quite sound like you though.
Yeah. That's
one of the enslaved names.
And then you talk afterwards,
right?
With your full voice. So that's like kind of odd.
I can totally understand why you would think it might be me because, as you pointed out before, I do talk and make weird noises at sometimes, but usually, you know, you are used to that, so you can say, "Oh, okay, well, that's just me." That doesn't sound like me at all, and you're right; it's coming right into me speaking. So I don't think I'd be able to, you know, and
have
a normal conversation right after it. That's weird.
And do not feel bad because I already deleted it, but there was a clip that I made from the Copper Queen And I thought it said, "You stepped on me." And it was at the time that we're at the top of the stairs and those other hotel guests are coming up and you kind of like are backing up. And I thought, and it was in a creepy voice. He was like, "You stepped on me." And I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I went and I watched our live and I recorded it on my phone, like the live video, watching it. And I was like, because I just don't hear it. I don't hear it. And then I called Carl in, listen to this, watch this video. And he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I was like, "Okay, now watch the live." And he's like, "Oh yeah, Wendy, that's you talking." And I was like, "I didn't say anything about stepping on somebody." He goes, "But you say there's people coming up the stairs," in a weird voice. And
Oh, no.
I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I don't know why I so clearly heard "you stepped on me,"
You
but
stepped
what
on me.
I really said is "there's people coming upstairs,"
Right.
I don't this is the problem that we have, but
Ghost on our brain.
we are checking things, just so
Yeah.
you know, like not everything's a fucking ghost. We do double check things.
Mhm.
But
As best as we can.
as best as we can. I don't really know what's happening here. I don't know why I
The notes are on my phone.
watch it for so much longer.
Julia. So are you ringing the bell to try
But I
and
don't see.
scare us to make us leave?
You can kind of see the dowsing rod there a little bit.
Yeah, you could. Which that was a crazy experience, guys. If you guys don't know what we're talking about or don't know how wild the dowsing rod thing was, you need to go back and watch our live or the little clips from Evidence Autopsy a few episodes ago. So I think this. I don't know what's happening here. Okay.
Oh. Ooh. Mm-hmm.
So you hear
someone that you don't want to deal with. Yeah. Who's here? We are.
And it's like a child's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah.
Your favorite
where we were.
people. Yeah.
I know. I love it.
Okay.
I
think
love this
there's
house.
Another one.
No, it's June.
Yeah, I don't really know where
Oh,
that comes from.
Wait, play it again. Because of the Julia, like June, Julia, like that's wild.
Yeah, maybe I got that a little wrong.
Almost sounds like Julie.
Yeah, I can see where I could got that mixed up and it cut off.
No, it's freaking out because I'm moving.
You know, that would be so freaking wild, though. Like, maybe that name wasn't documented. You got it on the GhostTube app, and now you're getting something else that's pretty similar to it again.
Yeah, it's very possible that there was a Julia or whatever that worked or lived in this house at some point in time, and it's just not documented. They rent it to boarders, you know, and they don't talk about like who their servants were after that. You know, they had them in a big house like this.
Yeah. Yeah. They were pretty proud of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
So that EVP, I can hear it say constant.
Mhm.
What were we talking about something happening? Like, I wonder if that voice is related to like
Whatever's
what had just
going
happened to
on.
us. Yeah.
What were we talking about? I know I went to go get my phone was sitting over by the stage and we were in that like water room and we heard it say said something. And so I went to go get it and this is me rushing back. But what we're saying right before.
No, it's freaking out because I'm moving.
Constant.
Yeah. So the GhostTube app not just only works as like an Oculus is giving you like words, it also works as an EMF detector. So you hear it making like little beeping sounds. That's because it's detecting like EMF, but I'm also shaking it, like, you know, walking back quickly. So you're like, what's going on? Because it's the first time we've ever heard it. And I was telling you, it's just like going off because I'm racing back to this area. So yeah, the word does kind of go with
Fit.
what's happening. Like it's
Yeah.
constantly making that sound.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Just
I love the spirits here.
Do you want some bath toys? My kids loved bath time because they got to play with all the bath toys.
Oh, yeah.
It's very faint.
I don't have a rubber ducky, but I can go get
I
those
buy it
bars.
100%. They hated our guts.
Do you can answer.
They were like, you don't have any bath toys? Get the fuck
Get-
out.
Here, you lied to me. I don't see any rubber duckies. Piss off.
Nope. Fucking liars. All right. Again, I don't know what's happening. We're watching this together. That did not happen on November 1st either. So that's a glitch.
It looks like you have a spirit inside of you. Or maybe that somebody wants to play with you.
Oh, yes, it did happen on
It
November.
was November 1st. Yeah, it was
Oh,
right
sorry.
after Halloween. No,
Yeah.
Dress, are you okay?
That's what the carpet was like coming up on me, but
You felt something like?
Oh yeah, do you remember this? Like
I
I
do.
was backing away from the dolls and I felt something hit like right above my ankle on the back of my leg.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I must be like almost tripping on this
On
carpet.
the carpet, yeah.
But the
And
carpet,
that carpet was not.
it was not pushed up. And so I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what just hit my ankles then.
Yeah. It was a ghost light.
Oh,
If I had had your camera on you, it probably would have been a little.
Huh. Something was maybe stopping you from leaving?
I don't see how I could.
No, I didn't even see that lift up.
No, I don't see how I could have done
It's a pretty it's very interesting because you said that there was a reason why you backed up. You were not feeling happy about being in that situation. So you started backing up and then something was like, whoa, hold on a second. Stay right here. It stopped you in your tracks.
Ghost cat? Oh.
And this is where like the bell was going off and everything. So it's like something's there.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the doll room. I'm supposed to be going out to get something, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the hallway.
Hey. You can make the bell ring. Thank you. You did it. Yes, you did it. That was a lot of times. Interesting. Okay. So do me a favor, just one more time. Can you ring it twice and only twice to let me know that that's you?
Oh, I can't. I'm done ringing your damn bell.
I don't work for you, lady. But we
No?
suspect that it happens
go get the
every
dowsing
time,
rods now.
like
Do you know what dowsing
You
rods
left.
are?
we're gonna leave, or yeah.
You just maybe it's when you're alone. Yeah, because you keep leaving every time you leave the room. So I'm here. All those people watching you.
There was it almost sounded like there was something there.
Like a little bump or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't certain about that. I didn't feel like it was a full voice or anything. So
I hope this isn't a trap.
It wasn't anybody telling on themselves.
but there is a DVP that comes. So that's why I'm letting this play.
Oh, okay, we'll go. No, you stay. It's fine, I can do it.
So this is just me working up the courage, y'all.
Sorry, okay. Can you play one more time?
Oh, I hate it because it's not as loud as I heard it.
Right. Yeah. Every single time we go on.
Yeah. Through this whatever system, it's not as loud. But I swear this is what I hear. And it just validates like how that hallway felt. Well, it is kind of whispering.
Yeah, I hear it. It's very clear. Leave this house alone now. Now. Like, not in a few minutes, not when that lady comes to get y'all. Get out of here now.
Get out. We hate you.
I love it. Oh man, these were the best spirits. They were so much fun.
So we're just gonna roll right into the ranch, because that would be the next one, and see what these
I make up a new
are doing.
theory that the ghosts are asleep.
Oh, I think this is just real
I
quick.
think people that get activity, it's either in their head or these devices are silly, or
Oh my
devices are silly, or devices are silly, or obviously not ours because they're not going off.
No.
But I mean,
So just super faint, but I feel like there's something there. We're talking about how we're not really getting any activity. And I think we were talking about daytime versus nighttime and that they're like asleep or something. And it did just feel like there's an extra voice there, but it is super faint. So you guys will not hear it very good. And then
I thought I heard a voice. And I don't know if Chris is talking to herself.
your video camera's
Bathroom,
going at
right?
the same time.
Yeah.
You're in the bathroom. Your video camera's going. So this is, you have the EVP,
Yeah.
but on
Yeah.
mine it doesn't show up, but I note that I heard something.
Yeah.
But I have something extra after that that you didn't capture on yours.
In the
Cool.
bathroom.
Oh, let me
What?
yeah,
That's
so
wild.
So actually, guys, first off, do not come at us. Like, if you think that there's somebody that's on Facebook that's really great about commenting on our stuff, and I really do. I think his name is Billy Graham. I do really appreciate his comments, but he always, when he kind of starts like correcting us on what he thinks that he hears, he's like, I hope I'm not offending you, type is the way it comes across.
Oh.
You are never going to offend us. We are not the experts. Everybody hears things differently. We want to hear your opinions. And this show, what we're doing, this evidence autopsy, this is the first time Chris is ever hearing this. So if I clip it as an EVP, but then I have to ask Chris, do you think you said this? Then just know that we're not trying to sell something as paranormal. This show is about us discussing it, and finding out, like, what do you think? Like, do you think that that's like paranormal, or do you think that that could have happened by something else? So you are in the bathroom and you have a mic on for this camera. And
okay.
remember, you left it on.
I sure did. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
I'm also out of frame and I have a mic on. I swear this is what I'm hearing, or something along the lines of this. Would you be talking to yourself in the bathroom? Tell me the truth.
I would talk to myself all the time. About
But
little
when-
boys? No.
It doesn't say little boy, though. It says laugh
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 10-year-old.
10-year-old. Yeah.
Would you be in the bathroom like criticizing yourself or me?
No.
Are you talking shit about me?
I could totally see myself in the bathroom talking shit about something I am doing. Sure. Like, you fucking forgot, or this or something, blah, blah, blah. Sure. This is not something that would have ever come out of my mouth.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something you would say, but I just had to ask, like, because that's what it sounds like to me. And I don't know why either of us would say that. Like,
Yeah.
There's lots of things I don't like about myself, but I've never said this phrase before. I never thought I laugh like a kid. You've said that you donkey laugh, I say that I sound weird all the time, but I just still wouldn't phrase it this way. But let's go back just so you can hear it again, and it's going to repeat as well.
Okay.
And then there's something right after it too, and I can't make the whole thing out, but it's like how something.
Ooh.
It's like how
The second voice it's not even the same voice.
Right. And you know, I did listen to Chris go to the bathroom, and it wasn't that disgusting, y'all. But
You probably heard me talking to myself then.
I did, and you were
Yeah.
louder than this. There
Right.
wasn't. You have a mic right here.
Mhm.
Even if you're whispering, it will
You're
be
gonna hear it.
louder than
Yeah.
this. So, and the same for me. I have a mic right here. So even when we whisper, it's not a whisper, you know, because the mic is right up on us. So
Right.
where this is coming from or what they're talking about, I have no clue. I think there's a little more to this. Oh, this one happens a little bit later. You got the.
I was gonna say, I thought I
Yes.
heard. Yeah.
You got the first part.
Mhm.
I just think that there's something after that, but it is very faint. So again, this won't be a good source of listening to it. You'll have to go to the playlist.
Hmm.
I think there's a light right here.
And that's kind of the end of that.
You're catching these. We're mic'd, so we're moving all throughout the house,
Mhm.
and it's funny to me that you're still catching them. We didn't hear any of this with our own ears. Like we were kind of like, is there anything even happening in this place? I've got my camera set
Right.
up, and it's
Yeah.
catching them loud and clear as if they're in that room. So it's pretty amazing to me that you're picking it up on our mics when we're not even in the room still. It was that loud that can be caught on recording, but not heard by the human ear.
Right. A million times we said, nothing's happening. These ghosts have nothing to do with us. Let's hear this one.
Of course, honestly, I think the spirits are like, oh, thank God. I was thinking about that. Jeez.
This
Now-
is right in the beginning.
This is this is at the end of the night.
We're packing up.
My camera where we would be wearing like mics is dead. So this is a different camera and we're not wearing mics, just so you know. But that's all the kind of stuff you need to know about it.
Oh, and they did like us after all.
Right at the end of the fucking night, you're like, we're going to bed. And they were like, we're having a great time. It's just like, fuck. This whole time you were like, get out of here, leave us alone, God.
Yeah.
You laugh like a 10-year-old,
Yeah.
whatever. And then now all of a sudden they're like,
Oh, wait, we were having fun making fun of you guys. Come back. Dance some more, you idiots.
I think there's a bit more to this.
Mhm.
Do you hear that? I feel like it's clear as fuck. And it, again, through this meets, you're not going to hear it. You've
Yeah.
got to go listen to it on the
good.
playlist. But we
love
are Southern. Like, I mean, Chris is technically born in Chicago, but she's raised in Tennessee. So, I mean, and she's in North Carolina now. I don't feel like I have much of an accent anymore. I don't think Chris has an accent, but whoever's
That's
saying that sounds fucking Southern to me. So
Yeah, right. But we, during our night, I want to say that we told them where we were from too. We're in the post office area, and we were kind of like just making conversation like about the area and where we're from and all that sort of thing. I feel like we had mentioned that.
yeah, I think we did. We might have got it on the ghost tube that it was asking or something
Yeah.
or it said they're not from here or something. And we're like, yeah, we're not from here either
Yeah.
type thing. That conversation has been said over the last month at one of these locations. I will tell you that. They start to run together, but
that's cool.
yeah.
I like that.
Here's
I mean, and we can try the honey tone or the spirit box, but they're so loud.
Yeah. Well, I can always take, yeah.
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 What did it-
Yeah.
It's like a grain. Yeah, it's too loud.
Is that what you hear? I couldn't
Yeah.
make out what they were saying, but there's definitely something there, and I'm kind of talking at the same time, but there's something else there, and it's not Chris because again, she would be loud.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Oh, and you heard it?
I didn't hear anything.
And then I'm just like, "Heh."
I actually I thought I'd seen
Like you
something
can
over
even hear it. I'm
here.
just like, bleh.
Yeah, and you can tell how much louder I
Probably need to change the
am.
battery.
'Cause I was
Probably
just
need to
talking
change the
right into
battery.
it.
Probably need to change the battery on this thing again.
This is again them just kind of like we're talking, but they're talking.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's hard, but these are just quick
Need to
little.
change the battery. Probably need to change the battery. Probably need to change the battery on this thing again. Maybe I can change my neck. Yeah.
It almost sounds like
Oh,
it's
it's a
saying
little
really.
cold spot over here.
It
Really?
is.
Are you sure? You haven't changed better? Really?
Yeah, I feel like it happens, and that's why I kind of labeled it. You know, these are just references for me, but quick EVP is like it just happens so fast.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard to make it out.
Mhm.
But something is definitely there, and it's not
Here
us.
where I am. How funny. I think maybe they were in here the whole time. It's cold over here.
Oh yeah, that's
Right on my
right.
camera?
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's also why I clipped it, is because when that first one comes through, I note I could hear something, and then this happens, and then you're like, yeah, I think they were in here the whole time because it's cold over here. We had come from like the hallway.
Wow.
And I do think that's the end of it. But yeah,
I
you
love
note
that.
that it's cold over by your camera.
Yeah. I remember
But-
that. I totally forgot about that. That's awesome. Yeah, they were by the camera. They were hiding behind it, talking shit the whole time.
They were just like playing with the camera and shit. This one, let's see what's going on here. You'll hear it in a second. Do you hear that? It's like,
Yeah.
or whatever. I mean, there's like like you've got a gaspy like sound on one of your audios.
Yeah.
And that's what this sounds like. And it's not you. You're right there. You're not
Right.
making those noises. Again, or maybe we're not. Into night, it's a different camera. That's right. We're not mic'd.
Okay.
But you hear me say right afterwards. So it's got nothing to do. That's how I have that horrible problem of like I'm breaking into a conversation or something. And so the first thing that I say is So I was not talking or making any noise before then. I know that. And I do not believe you are speaking at the same time either. And that is
And
just a weird sound.
And this would be the room where they would have kept the TB patients. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fitting.
So I don't think anything happens right here,
When
but
you were first here with him, you thought it sounded like a gunshot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Patients.
then
Yeah,
and then
really
There,
low.
yeah, it's real low. Definitely way in the background, basically. But it is not us. It's not any sound that we're making.
react at all. Then he didn't react at all.
Zero reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a man's voice again. That's why they didn't want us to leave. I definitely hear girl.
Yeah, it's very low, and it's like it's two different voices.
Yeah, like they're
Again.
talking.
Yeah, you'd have to have this really cranked up.
Mhm.
But again, I'm going to
Mm.
share everything with you. It is definitely not us. I thought it said help the baby girl. And then the second part, I don't know what it's saying. It says something about hot girls. It's all that I could make out. That does not mean that it's talking about us, though we are hot.
I mean, we did dance, so maybe
Yeah. Which our music video, if Chris gives it the approval, it will be releasing. I put it for private right now. So,
Oh my gosh.
because we are white girls dancing, and it's a bit embarrassing.
I bet it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what's happening here, but the whole thing, the coughing, TB, whatever sound, and patience, and this, I think this is all residual. I don't think it has anything to do with what we're doing. It's a deep voice.
Yeah, it is very deep. Okay. I was wondering where it was. Cool. So funny.
It's very faint, but of course, we're trying to like kind of pack up our stuff and or at least find where all of it is. And so just as I'm going towards that hallway, that lantern goes off, like, oh, fuck, they're coming.
Yeah. Right.
And then I get in the hallway and I'm like looking at it and it's like, get out, you fucking. I'm like, I'm just trying to get my shit.
Gosh, it's so funny how yeah, the lantern, it's the lantern that went off, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's the lantern that did the beep.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I think it is. I know that we noted that your video camera kind of sounds a bit the same, but I think that your camera had already stopped recording.
Yeah.
So by this point. So I think the only thing that could have made that sound was the ghost lantern.
I thought that it had ran out of memory and it had shut off.
Right. Because you're in the bathroom, like brushing your teeth and whatnot.
Yeah, and getting ready. Yeah.
So I don't think that it was on anymore. I don't even think it was on the stand anymore, but maybe, I don't know.
I can only hear it very, very faintly, but I can't make it out.
Right. Same. It is faint. I think if you listen to it a billion times that maybe you could get a word out of it. But all I can tell you is that something's there and it's not coming from us.
It's almost like all I can hear, like when you call on a cat, like it's that kind of, that's all I can make out. Do they have any cats there? Were there any ghost cats?
Not that I'm aware of. Nothing hitting our ankles.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. It's super faint again.
Yeah, it's super low again, but it's childlike and Boo Bear's not on and the toys are there. So
yeah, right there.
Yeah, I had a camera on that too, but it recorded for a whole 2 minutes before it died. Isn't that great?
God.
Quality, equipment here.
Oh,
all right. And so just to roll right into the next one, and where would we go next? Oh, Copper Queen.
It's like so many investigations back to back. It's hard to.
Such a whirlwind. I did get a little tiny bit from there. Just looking. Okay, just these two.
I'm eating.
No, that's the recorder.
Oh,
well, look, actually, let me tell the whole story, guys.
Right here, I'm whispering into the recorder. Here, I'm creating all the EVPs that I'll have when I review my evidence.
I wish you would. No, we're too fucking dumb to fake our own evidence. We're so there. So also this week, you'll see that the whole Estes, which is on our live too, but I made a clip of the whole Estes method so that you could hear everything that like I said and Chris said. But because Chris and I are so focused on like getting the fucking evidence and not so much in documenting it in a way that is camera ready, the whole time you're just looking at my fucking flat ass. Like the camera's behind me. It's not flattering. I'm just like, but you can't hear everything that's being said. So that's all that really matters. But we don't think about those things.
Yeah.
So we couldn't fake evidence if we wanted to. But this moment is you and I are listening back to your recorder.
Okay.
And this is when the ghost ball, cat balls, had gone off by the door, and we went down to the bottom of the bed and we were talking to the spirits and whatnot. And now we're back in our sheets and we're listening to the recorder. But something had fallen off of the nightstand right next to me. So that's why you don't see me. I'm down on the ground looking for it. But you are in the bed contemplating our whole life, I think, because
what am I doing?
Well, this is
It's
what
so much fun at ghost hunts.
No,
Ghosts never show up and they hate us.
No, we had gotten we had just thought that we had gotten a super fucked up EVP.
Yeah.
Turns out it was the GhostTube app, but we had not played the recording through.
Yep.
So we heard on the recorder this voice, and it sounded like, "Can you kill me?"
Yeah.
But it actually was the GhostTube app saying, "Can you feel me?" Kill, feel, same. But we stopped it. Like when we were like, "What's that?" And we play it back and we're like, "Holy shit."
Yeah. This is
And
great.
so this is you being like, "Oh my fucking God, this poor spirit." And moments later, I get back in the bed. I'm so glad that I gave a break time for you to just be like really contemplating this shit, just because I'm like, fuck, I dropped something on the floor. But then we get in the bed and realize it was the GhostTube app the whole time. So but in the meantime, I think there is a little EVP that comes through.
Oh, great. Like clip it. Stamp
it. And I think it's possible, maybe it really does sound like stamp it to me, but I don't know why it would be saying that. But what if it's saying stupid?
Oh my God.
Because stupid's not that far off from it. So it could just be like, stupid. You're so stupid.
Why
not? That's not. No ghost said that about killing. Also, we keep losing stuff and blaming it on Billy, the ghost spirit, too. So there's those two things. Then there's this other one, and it's going to be very faint, but what it says, I think, is pretty relevant to the room.
Oh, there's one more thing.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, sorry. So this is Julia Lowell's room. She was a sex worker. Yeah. This doesn't sound like a female voice to me, so I don't know if that's really the correlation in the words. Maybe it's a ghost being like, "I'm not performing for you for free," but I thought that was like an interesting phrase to catch.
We should have, instead of chocolate, we should have brought her money, or just prop money on the, hey, that's a better incentive, I think, than chocolate.
Yeah. I just don't know if like some people would think that we're being like degrading, but I mean, that was her job. So yeah. I don't think that it is. You're absolutely right. We ever go back, cash dollars.
Cash.
Also, if we make it to Virginia City, because we talked about that, like a lot of those places, a lot of those hotels were used for the same kind of situation.
Dollar bills. Okay.
So, this one is not an EVP, and it is like kind of long, but I'm just going to play the whole thing because I think it is my last video anyways, and we're not doing too bad on time. But let me explain something here. So again, this is us playing back the recorder from the time that we were recording the ghost balls went off. And on like EVPs that we shared a couple of episodes ago, neither one of us get this EVP, but we are so confident in the moment that this is happening. But I tried to match it up to our other bits of evidence and I didn't find it. but you have this recorder. So
Mhm.
I don't understand. And maybe it's that by the time you reviewed it on the recorder, it sounded like something different. So you tell me. So this could be completely wrong. This whole video could be stupid. I'm sharing it with Chris, guys. You guys don't have to be here if you don't want to. I'm sharing it with Chris to kind of try to clarify this moment.
If that was you maybe speaking to us, could you light that ball back up one more time?
Yeah, I think that's when he quit, right? Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
Yeah, then it never
Never
worked
works.
up again.
Sometimes.
What's that?
But wait, no,
That was it, right?
you did get an EVP after sometimes. What
Hang on.
did you say that it said?
I have my notes right here on the EVPs from, but I had to go back. So I listened to the whole thing coming home. Cat balls light up. Response to it being Billy. EVP Wendy starts talking about tour guide. We get a name. Who is Jamie? Next EVP, find her. I hear it's a low ha. Huh. So is that find her? Is that the
No.
find her?
No,
No?
I'm sorry. I'm a dummy. It's my EVP. I got it. on our playlist, I claimed to hear an EVP after this, and I heard it as I want to talk to Bradley. Now I think when I played it for you, you could not make out that either. So maybe I'm completely wrong. But let's finish watching the clip. But it was me, and that's like if you look on our playlist, that's what I thought it was saying. But in this moment, this is what we think it's saying.
Yeah.
And I've had this happen before where you play it and you're so confident that's what it's saying. And you could come back a different day and play it and it'd be like, nah, that's not what it's saying at all. This is what it's saying. And I don't know what that is. I don't think it means that there's not really an EVP there. I think just it's the way the brain works and tries to interpret very low sound.
I don't know, because the surprising thing is when we did the live at the Acadia Ranch and we got that EVP live and we played it on the camera and and everybody who was watching heard the same thing. When you replay it, it says the same thing. I think it's a matter of catching it with multiple channels. I think that the ghosts are getting into the machine and they're just like, nope, you don't get my voice. Nope.
Okay. Well, that actually is an excellent point. It's a fantastic point, actually. This is your recorder we're listening to.
Yeah.
The EVP I got came from that camera that is recording this whole thing right now.
Right.
So that is two separate devices. So what if it is two separate EVPs, but at the same time? I don't know. Let me finish playing it so you can see the whole aha moment that we have that doesn't necessarily correlate with the stuff that we've reviewed, but I don't know.
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there's something there.
And it takes a minute to get there, but I'm not going to fast forward because I'll do it all wrong and we'll miss it.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
I think I'm going to sleep too. If you see how heavy my chest is like breathing, this is very like, are my eyes even open?
Sometimes.
I think you cut it off too early.
I take it from you. I don't even know how to work your
It's saying
recorder.
I'm
So,
something.
you know. And then I'm like realizing,
Inside this
sorry.
box.
I'm inside it?
The Ghost Tube app said,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm
this
inside it.
box.
Yeah.
and we're like, you're inside this recorder? What are you talking about?
I messed it up.
Yeah. I'm in here stealing all the EVPs out.
No, listen.
Course not. Never works. Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing it just
No, right.
because-
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same fucking thing. I'm
That-
inside it, right?
So we think that the EVP is I'm inside it, and the GhostTube app had said it before we had completely like reheard it.
Yeah.
Like, but we also say like we don't know if it's just that like it just put that in our heads.
Yeah.
And so now that's all
Now
that we're hearing.
it. Yeah.
And when we're clipping these videos, like I had just said it, you know, all if you want to correct us on things, not going to hurt our feelings at all, because we understand that you might hear it differently. Maybe we got it wrong. We're just doing our best here. All we want to hear is like you agree that it's an EVP, and
Right.
and actually we don't even have to hear that. You could tell me like my husband told me about, I think that was on your show last week, that I thought it was an EVP, and he's like, that's you.
Oh,
dummy."
yeah, right.
Yeah.
right.
So that I'm fine with that too. Like that's why we put it out there.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes away from the fact like this place is haunted, and we did get EVPs from there, whether this is one of them or not,
Yeah.
or if it's saying what we thought it said. But this was like a moment where we thought that's so crazy. We're listening to this EVP, and it's almost like the GhostTube app told us what it was saying. So, you know, that's just how it finishes out. I'm just like talking to the camera.
This thing is saying that it's dying, so I don't know if you're still recording, but this is legit saying I'm inside it, and so did that.
And we're trying so hard to test, like, is that really what it's saying? But,
Right.
you know, I don't know why this goes on for so much longer. I guess just contemplating it. Oh, I think I just show the GhostTube app or whatever after that. But yeah, and so that's all I got. That's the rest of my evidence from those 4 locations. I showed you 3, right? Yep. Mhm. And the other one's not haunted. And yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Like I don't know that I'll be able to blow through all these locations as quickly as you. I know that I want to. I know you have.
Yeah, you just have
all
to have
that
a
time to-
10-hour drive.
Right, exactly.
somewhere and not drive it. Like
Right, exactly. Like you had time to sit there and go through it. I think that that's incredible. I want to get to those locations. I feel like I'm going to be in the same boat as you are with the USS Battleship North Carolina, same boat. I don't feel like any of my footage is really going to be just compelling ghost evidence. What we showed, I think, is going to be it, really. And I did record audio that whole time. I am not looking forward to even attempting to listen to it because there were so many people's voices. I'm not going to be able to say specifically who is who other than you and me, you know, and maybe Fred or Frank.
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 You know what I like? I like to tell myself at the beginning of listening to some certain bits of evidence, like, Wendy, if it's not fucking loud and pronounced, ignore it. But then there'll be the odd little, like, here and there that I'm like, go with your gut, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're like, nope, that's just moving around. That's just people. Let it go. Just let it go.
I mean, I feel like if I luck out when we're at the end of the night and it's very clearly just us, then if I get a voice or if I get footsteps, like that would be something to show.
Yeah, I was so hoping during that time that because I know we felt like nothing was going on and our meters weren't even going off again anymore. But I was so hoping that there would be like an EVP in there. And at one point, Dennis comes back and is talking to us too. And I'm like, go away. We're trying to.
I know.
No, he was great. That's not what I meant. But just like listening back to it, I'm like, okay. As soon as he leaves, it'll be just me and Chris. And the ghosts will come through. And the ghosts were like, why are you fucking here?
Yeah, pretty much. No, thank you. I cannot wait to get to Bellamy again and see if I could find anything else. That was a fun investigation and one that I blundered right in the beginning by not having the audio set up right away. Lesson learned, right?
I didn't even have a camera, so
They were just, as soon as we got there, ready to start kicking our asses out, like vocally and all sorts of way. Like that, it was great. Like I don't think we have been to a location to investigate where we physically got harmed by spirits. I mean, there's been locations where we had, I got a scratch on my finger at the Lemp Mansion, but I really feel like it was like, I am really here trying to get your attention because I'm holding an EVP box, that ghost thing that never worked anywhere. And it was all of a sudden lighting up and I'm like banging on it, like, what the hell's happening? And then I had the other thing at the same time going. So I got scratched there. At Edinburgh, I felt that presence and I was kind of sick to my stomach. You felt a presence there too and kind of got upset. But
yeah.
We've never been to a location where we got hurt.
Let's roll it back just a little bit. At Edinburgh, you were possessed for like an hour afterwards. Like,
Yes.
I don't know if I would say possessed.
I was taken over for sure. Yeah, something decided to get cozy in my body.
It wasn't that she just felt weird and like bloop, it booped out, which is weird because she did have like a whole conversation with those people from Short Bus Paranormal.
I believe though. Yeah.
Yeah, you did walk away from that. And then we got in the car and we had like a 2.5 hour drive to Villisca and you were just silent the whole time. Yeah. And then like 30 minutes outside of Villisca, you were like, I'm awake. It's me. I'm back.
Yeah. That was weird. It was I remember leaving. I remember taking a picture of us and leaving. And I don't remember anything else until we got to the weather, the fans, what are they called? Those big
like
windmills. Yeah. That's it. That was a weird experience.
Which there wasn't a whole lot to remember. Like, no joke, Iowa is just full of cornfields. But cornfields you could just blast your like Kia through because we were running late. So I was just and Chris she was out of it, so it was great. Don't let her be nervous about the 80 miles per hour through cornfields. Is what it felt like. But physically, have we ever been hurt at Lizzie Borden's house? I got sick to my stomach right before I started trying to accuse Mr. Borden of being a perv. Before I could even get it out of my mouth, he was like, "Bitch, nope, nope. Don't even start that." At James Eldridge, I felt really bad presence on my back, and I ran into Chris, so I have physically hurt you on many of the investigations.
Yeah, you got my elbow pretty good one time too with the camera.
Yeah, at Sedimsville, I was like, punch.
Bam.
Yes. And I was trying to save her, guys. Like, she screamed and I was like, let me get you to safety. But I have a camera in my hand always. So I'm like, bam, let me help you to safety. So I hit her with the camera and then tried to pull her, but I couldn't go anywhere either. Because there was like an invisible wall. But no, like, have we ever been like scratched other than your finger? No.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. So that's kind of what I was getting at in the last week's episode too, where I'm talking about, we've never, or was it this episode? I can't remember, but the doors at the battleship where
it's weird how they run together. It's like we record them on the same day and within hours.
I can't remember which one.
Are we wearing the same outfits?
Oh my goodness. Am I drinking out of the same cup? I just don't wash this cup. It's a continuous flow of alcohol over here all the time. I just think it's wild how there's so many places and so many people that end up getting scratched. Like, is it because they're running into very angry spirit? Like, we seem to be running into very angry spirits too, but they're not accosting us.
No, they're very much like, leave. Can you get out? I fucking need you. And they're whispering.
Right.
So mad at you.
Please hear me. Get out of here.
They're not like coming up being like, get out of here, man. No, but you watch Ghost Adventures and people are red all the fucking time on their necks and stuff. And they're like, sometimes they can show you video where they've been like watching this person and they never touch their neck or whatever. There was the one recently because I've been trying to watch their new episodes. Look, guys, I don't care what y'all think about Ghost Adventures. I loved them from the beginning. They are entertaining. Has their show like turned to something that I don't want to watch? Yeah. But but I do try, because every once in a while you get those little bits of what they used to be, or they go to a really cool location. Well, they were at this place and there was this woman with them, and her whole neck turned red on one side and like kind of up her neck.
Ooh.
And had that, like, before that, Zach said he got an urge to just choke her or whatever. And then it was Jay that pointed out that her neck was red. And they were all like, look at your neck. And I'm like, that's rosacea.
That's rosacea.
She's fucking flushed. She's embarrassed, you guys. Like, all these cameras on her and all these people, and Zach Bacon's trying to touch on her neck. Like, I'm fucking flushed too, you know? I'd be like, oh, please. No.
Here it is. I'm touched.
Yeah, go ahead, try it. You know, I figure that's what's going on. I would get flushed and red if I was in that situation, 100%. And they would sit there and be like, something just touched her. Yeah. My fucking emotions, man. Like my anxiety. That's what's doing it. But of course she doesn't say, no, I have rosacea or flesh easy or anything like that. So how these other people get these things, I don't know. I'm not going to say they don't happen, because you did get scratched that one time. So odd that it was just like on a finger.
And I think it was an accident. Honestly, I think that they were just trying so hard to get my attention that they just, you know, as you do sometimes, you accidentally scratch somebody. Like I accidentally scratch my husband all the time, and I immediately want to try and rub on like his hand. Like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, get away from me. I think that that's what happened. I didn't feel at the limp that there was anything malicious either.
No.
When I got scratched. Like, it was just, okay.
It was all those other women, like, we were all together, and they had a K2 and you had that, and y'all were like putting it together or something, because there was a spot that felt weird. So I could see that there's like a spirit in there trying to get your attention and accidentally scratches you. But none of these places, as much as the spirits didn't seem to really like us being there, none of them were like aggressive. And you know, I know we go to bed thinking that, like, that they're just gonna be like, bitch, get out of here, and like flip over our cot or something.
All the time when we lay down, like at the Acadia Ranch, it's like, okay, now it's really go time. Now they're going to come over here and just start stomping around and slapping us. And here goes our blankets. It's going to be a wild night. It's all going to happen. Nope.
They're just over there whispering to each other and stuff. Or all of a sudden they don't want us to leave. Yeah, it's real bizarre. But I can't wait to see what you find. If your EVP is kind of in line with that, is that they're just kind of like, you know, more ghost hunters, gross. Or if you get something different.
Yeah, I hope I get more. And that'd be cool to put them together like we should have been doing like this whole time. But you know, good thing we stuck around for 20, 40 years. We can now make it happen.
Well, YouTube's got the whole collection, so we always have that to go back to. That's what I was even doing today, using our live to like match up stuff, and it had me cancel a couple of things out. So, I mean, we'll get there one day. Someday our hard drives will be completely cleared off. We'll probably be dead, but our kids just threw them in the trash. But nope, they were all fun investigations. I'm excited to have completed them. But I only have, 80 more others to do.
Right. I got to say too, on your list of not haunted places, you forgot to list Ashmore Estates.
No. I think we have a whole playlist. Don't tell people.
We do. We have a whole there is all kinds of stuff happening left and right.
Crazy activity. There's lots of places that we've been to that, like, just we always felt that they weren't that rewarding. Right. But it's still a good experience. And for for the most part, I
Yeah.
always appreciate checking out the places for sure that are like overhyped. To be like, well, let me get in there and see what it's really like, and then to say, I went there, not any of that shit happened, you know.
Right.
So I'm fine with just even doing that, just kind of like debunking them. It's not debunking them, but because I do think that it's just not as crazy as they make it out to be. It's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that, you know, TV is entertaining, and that's why we love it, you know, it for that entertainment factor. So when we go searching for the same thing, yeah, we maybe leave a little disappointed, maybe a little bit more humbled by the fact that, okay, we aren't getting succumbed to demons in every single location that we go to. But at the same time, when we do go back and I'm looking at, like, again, like the Myrtles, for example, evidence from 2018, there was stuff happening. So we're not getting demon possessed at every location, thank fucking Christ. But yeah, we've been to some really wild places. So
We have. And if the Discovery Channel happens to come across this video, oh no, there's demons at all of
there's
them.
everywhere, all of them.
Wherever you want them to be, they will
So
be
many
there.
demons.
Yep. Give us a call. Yeah.
That's it. I'll get my recorder ready to start.
But yeah, that's all that we got. Follow us on YouTube, like hit like and subscribe so that you can know when our next video is coming, which should be next week. And follow our socials on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know, the usuals. It'll be a COTN_paranormal. And comment and tell us like what you think. If you have any, like you hear this instead of that, or you think that's you shuffling around, you dodo, then don't be afraid to tell us, because we don't mind hearing any kind of criticism. You can't hurt our feelings. We hurt our own feelings
all the time.
And that's all I got for you.
Cool. Thanks. That was awesome.
All right. Bye.
Bye.